Well, we're in day 7, fam, and I am already tired, but excited. Today we got to visit the Vatican Museum, the Sistine Chapel, the Basilica of St. Peter, and I tell you, it is immense. The work of art that we saw and are seeing here is just amazing. There are no words. Every single item on here, for me, what I feel is that it was saved. The church had removed them from places that were being destroyed and placed them for safekeeping, and now they're this museum where everybody can see it. The only issue that I really had was I felt like I was in Disneyland with all the lines and the numbers of people. It was so many people that you really couldn't pause to really appreciate it as much as you wanted to. You had to keep moving forward. You see the numbers of people that are there. This art piece one is amazing. It's a father and his two sons fighting. Obviously, you can see the snakes. Socratic method, anyone? Right there. Socrates. Excuse me. So as we keep going through, it's just, you can see the numbers of people, but I had to take this in 0.5 so that you can actually see how huge this is. You feel like an ant inside this building. You see those columns are made out of red marble, which apparently there's no more. The gentleman, our tour guide, said that in Rome, all the marble that's there is there, so it just moves from one place to the next. And we pass through so much hard work. I once heard that someone asked, why doesn't the church sell all of its treasure and art to people who would be willing to buy them and use that money to help the poor? Well, I think my answer to that is the church already helps the poor with its people. But a priest friend of mine told me one day that the artwork that's in the Vatican Museum is not owned by the church, but owned by the people. And so therefore, if we sell these off, then only a person and a few people will be able to appreciate them, but not the people. And you could see millions of people just going through to appreciate it, to even sometimes touch it and get this close to something that has been present for hundreds and some thousands of years. And in a way, when you look at it, these things would have been destroyed through time, through people just throwing them away, and they were placed here for safekeeping. And today we are able to appreciate them. What do you guys think? Share in the comments what your thoughts about the Vatican Museum, Vatican treasures. But here we are, me, my wife, Anna. We were just trying to take a picture with the Vatican guards. We thought it was cool. And there is the Basilica of St. Peter and St. Peter's Square. And up on top, I think everyone knows, in that colonnade, it's surrounded by statues of saints and all these chairs. You know, one of the things is we thought, oh, let's get there so we can get a blessing from the Pope. And we forgot that the Pope was out of the country, out of the Vatican, and we didn't get to see. But here we went inside of the Basilica, and it's huge. And we've always talked about relics, but we've never actually had whole saints that are buried there. And there's I believe that was St. John Paul the 23rd. And we got to a point where I was just floored and amazed at some of the things here. And we even found where St. John Paul the Great is buried, and his body is entombed there. One of the places here you'll be able to see as well, St. John Paul the Great's tomb. But all these side altars, you can't just see in these images how huge this is. And here's the crazy thing. Our tour guide said that all the marble, that's all the rocks and things that were from the Colosseum is what built St. Peter's Basilica. Interesting bit of, yeah. Oh, that's St. Peter's tomb over there. Yeah, the crazy thing here is next year is going to be the Jubilee. So everything is covered. Everything is covered and being renovated and cleaned and things like that. So I apologize if there was not much. Oh, there's St. John Paul the Great's tomb. And of course, the guards. And me and my wife. And to take the tourist pictures, there we are. Maria pointing to the windows where the Pope gives his blessings. And we thought we were going to get one, but forgot. Pope is on outside of the country. So here are just some pictures of us being tourist-like in front of the Basilica of St. Peter at St. Peter's Square, right next to the obelisk. And there's me. And that is the picture from afar. So, bus experiences. So we got on the bus and we headed to try to find Trevi Fountain. And we did find it in the rain. We got a little drenched, a little soaked. Got to see some places from the view of the bus. I think this is Victor Emmanuel's. It's Victor Emmanuel. And we're basically, there it is. That is Trevi Fountain. So my wife did the traditional thing, made a wish, threw a coin, all superstitions, of course, but you had to do what everybody does. So there we are, throwing coins into Trevi Fountain. And I think that is all that we did that evening. We walked, tried to find our way back, and that's the last picture. I did want to show you guys our accommodations. This is the place, the apartment that we stayed in. Interesting enough. And I wanted to show you where we found the foot of Saint Mary Magdalene. The first foot that stepped into, there it is, into the tomb of Christ, the risen Lord. So there it is. The foot of Mary Magdalene. And it's the left foot. And that is the reliquary of Saint Mary Magdalene's foot. And this is the church that it's in. I believe it is St. John the Baptist in Rome. And that's how we're going to end this. See you in the next episode, fam.